A lot of people have come to my channel for the wild horse videos, and a lot of people want to move to Dayton like I did to be around the wild horses and the donkeys. I love the wild horses, so I'm going to tell you where you can move to be as close as possible to the wild horses and the donkeys in northern Nevada. Throughout Nevada, there are wild horses and donkeys. They're left over from the 1600s, from the Spanish, and from after that, and even in COVID, people have released them. So you have a mixture of both wild horses from several hundred years ago and horses that have been let go during COVID because people couldn't afford to pay for them because of hay prices. So you have wild horses all around. The capital of wild horses in northern Nevada is the corridor east of Carson City. You have a corridor east of Carson on Highway 50, and basically everywhere in Nevada you have wild horses and donkeys outside the major cities. They're spread out. You could be in the middle of nowhere and a wild horse or a donkey could just wander up near you, and I've had that happen. But when you're near Carson City and Reno, here's specifically where they are. You have the corridor on Highway 50, the north side of Highway 50 from Dayton to Stagecoach and further east, a lot of wild horses. But in particular, the wild horses at this time of year in winter, they're going to congregate around Washoe Lake. There's water there full time. They have green grass there full time. So when in doubt, you can always go to Washoe Lake. But when the grass is green in the springtime, the horses all come to the neighborhoods. The neighborhoods where you're going to find the most wild horses are in Dayton, Nevada, right here where I live. And you have them in the Sutro area here, and then going east here in Stagecoach, going north, you have horses in this area. You also have wild horses in the Virginia City Highlands area right here. And those horses are going to follow this whole easterly side of Reno. This mountain range that runs up along the eastern side of Reno is really where all the horses are going to be, and they're going to come down from the mountains into those neighborhoods. Those neighborhoods, northeastern Carson City, you have Washoe Lake neighborhoods, the eastern side of Washoe Lake. You have horses all along this mountain range going north on the eastern side of Reno, including the neighborhoods of Hidden Valley and the eastern side of DeMonte Ranch. The horses will wander into those neighborhoods. They'll go fairly deep in there, and they know where the grass is, and that's what they're coming for. North of Spanish Springs, where the construction kind of stops, you have wild horses and donkeys. This Pyramid Lake corridor going north has the wild donkeys. If you want to be around wild horses, but you don't want to spend as much as $500 or more, I'd recommend staying around Dayton, Nevada. You can still get a home for the $300s or $400,000. New construction, older home. When you get into DeMonte Ranch and Hidden Valley, those homes are going to be more or less in the $650,000 on up to $1 million. All the way up to the northern edge of Reno, those homes are going to go for anywhere from $700,000 to $1 million. You can get them cheaper than that. There are definitely neighborhoods cheaper than that as you get a little further inland. But if you want to be near the wild horses, you need to be in Dayton, Virginia City Highlands, Washoe Lake, the eastern and northern sides of Carson City, and the whole eastern mountain range of Reno. Also, the corridor north of Spanish Springs. They go into Carson City as well. I know you love wild horses because that's probably why you're on my channel. I love wild horses too. So if you're interested in getting a home here in northern Nevada, give me a call, 775-600-5764. And if I don't help you, I'll help you find a perfect agent for your real estate needs, or I'll just answer your questions. Happy to help you. I'm Realtor Erik Byers, and keep on horsing along.